Okay, so first of all, I did have another video lined up, but I'm going to wait until 1.7 to see if it's still plausible after the update, because it does involve some stuff that was nerfed, and so I'm kind of hoping it'll still be possible, even if it's a bit less useful as it would have been. So I figured this would be a good video to just sort of throw out there, and along with a sort of PSA while we wait for that 1.7 update to arrive with the vanilla Pistons. So basically the idea behind this version of the Archer Pillbox that I've been constantly making various videos of is that this one is going to be more permanent than others, and the first one I did, I wanted to be disabled. I had some redstone on here, 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 and here. So I had 4 bits of redstone, and the idea was that it would be able to be disabled to a varying degree. Maybe you would disable it by taking off 1 redstone or up to all 4. So it might be fully disabled and need all kinds of redstone to fix it again, or just a little bit. But I didn't want to completely remove all the redstone. The second one, I decided to just use only the redstone and have nothing underground, just to simplify it for PvE purposes. But this time we have a more permanent one that doesn't get disabled really, and so this would be the things where no one's carrying around redstone in your arena, and this is a permanent arena, and you want all of the wiring to be hidden, and maybe you have some block protection, and etc. So in that sort of place, there are 2 goals that you mainly want to focus on, and I tried to cover those in this video fairly well. So first we have the hidden redstone, and so I've made sure that everything is hidden, and although we have glass here for just to see things easier, it can be replaced by any blocks you want, so that the entirety of this setup can be hidden. And if you remove the pressure pad temporarily, you wouldn't even know this entire thing is underground unless you either broke through or you put a pressure pad down and stepped on it. So everything is just underground. And the second thing that you would want is to have it quick. And I did have some delays in the previous ones because I only had a bit underground and I wanted to make it cheaper to build and such, but this one doesn't have any delays, no inverts, no repeaters, etc. So it's just pure redstone that's close enough to its destination from its source to just send the power down without any sort of extensions to that. And it's actually fairly simple, even though it looks a bit sprawled out, but that's just because, you know, it had to be done 4 times, 1 for each side. It's basically the same setup exactly for every set of 3 pistons we have here. And pretty much the idea is that we're taking the power from this block, which magically gets down to this redstone from the pressure pad we have up there, and we take it down some stairs, just 1 step, another step, and then 1 more step. So the result is that we are 3 under the piston on the ground, and that's where the redstone's traveling. And we just take the redstone down those steps, and then about 3 spaces from the piston here, so 1 under the piston, 2, and then 3. Then we go up a block, up another block, and then we go around the back, and these are plugging into pistons that are behind, they're plugging into blocks that are behind our side pistons here, while this front bit here is going up 1 step and plugging into the block that's underneath the middle piston. That way we don't have any interference with our redstone, and it's pretty easy to see what it's doing, and it doesn't require any inversions. Or inverts, whatever. Anyway, the point is that they all get powered at the same time, and basically it's just doing that for all of them. You may need to make some changes to how individual sides work, because as you see over here we have it going down this side, and over here we have it going down this side, but then I have it going down from this step that way and out the back, and they all still, there's plenty of space really if you do it that way, so the power can reach its destination quite easily. And then if we just press our switch, they all come up really quickly, as long as, you know, it's about the speed of the pressure pad itself, but otherwise it's very quick. and there shouldn't be any bugs since she's using the pushers instead for most of its code, so you won't get a lot of the too quick press and release sort of bugs. And so it's actually really simple. I don't think there's much other explanation that needs done. You can see that over here it's coming up from this side and going up and then around on the other edges, and we got that for every side, and it's exactly level. So as you see here, this is level ground, and we can cover this place with blocks, and it will be perfectly right over top of the redstone and won't interfere any. And so I'll just drop another quick couple of PSA messages. First, when the update does arrive, I will be making an alternate video for an older demonstration, which was rather recent, which will be compatible with the new Pistons. I'm hoping. And as a matter of fact, I'll include another version of it that won't use Pistons at all, in case you don't want to. And finally, I would like to run a mini-series on the allocator mod. I know I've seen a couple of votes on that on the channel page. However, I would like to operate under the same premise as I had for the Pistons mod, which is to say that I'd like to know that the allocator mod and all of its functions, didn't really get that for Pistons, didn't really know what they were going to do, but I'd like to know first, before I try to make a mini-series on the allocator mod, that all of its functionality will be available in the vanilla before proceeding, because I just like to know that I will be able to make some stuff for multiplayer, because that's where a lot of the fun in the building is. And there's great things that you can do with single player, but I do like the multiplayer aspect for Pistons, and especially allocators. They have great multiplayer potential, and I'd like to know that we can actually take advantage of that potential before I start making videos that won't actually work. So that should be about it, and I will see you next time.